Brad, you want to go ahead with this and explain what's going on?
Yeah, Elon Musk says Wizards of the Coast should burn in hell. That's the headline. And apparently there was a tweet. Do we still call them tweets since we don't call it Twitter? I don't know. I'm not on there.
I think they just call them posts.
Posts. Okay, so there's a post on the app formerly known as Twitter, and calling out Wizards of the Coast new history of the game for calling, how did they say, they were trashing Gary Gygax because they referred to the fact that Gary Gygax made this game, as most of us know who know anything about the history of the game, made the game for him and his friends. And Gygax had, which was a bunch of middle-class white guys. And then, Gygax has made comments back then that made him sound like a misogynist. So Wizards of the Coast, in their history of the game, as nicely as they could, kind of spelled out that, hey, we don't agree with some of Gary Gygax's views. Like, here's the history of the game. Gary Gygax made this cool game, and we all like Gary Gygax for making this game. But we don't agree with all of his viewpoints. And then Elon Musk responds that Wizards of the Coast should burn in hell because of that. I think it's cool that Dungeons and Dragons has become so ubiquitous that, that it's even drawing this much attention.
One of the most famous people in the world is tweeting about it.
Yeah. But the other side of the thing is, like, why do we live in this world where everything has to be so one-sided? Why can't we just have a nuanced discussion? Why can't we say, Gary Gygax made this really cool game, but we don't agree with everything Gary Gygax said in his life, right? Or Wizards of the Coast has made the two most popular versions of Dungeons & Dragons ever, but they've also made some pretty lame decisions that have upset some of their fans.
Yeah.
Like, why can't we have two things be true?
Yeah, and, times have changed now versus 50 years ago. Public tolerance for certain ideals has changed. Well, I think if Gary were around today, he would probably say maybe we should have done things a little bit differently, but that was just how it was at the time.
Yeah. It's just funny that we live in this world that's so reactive and so black and white that we can't have like a nuanced discussion about things.
Yeah. Say burn in hell, though. Woof, that's
a little strong.
It's a strong sentiment from Mr. Musk there.
Yeah. But hey, that's why you should turn into Casual Friday, because we are the voice of reason. We can see things. We can see things from both sides and actually have nuanced conversations.
Yes, exactly. That is an excellent point. And so, speaking of things that are coming up, the next item on our news.